Think about it right now. Where would you be if not for the grace of God? His grace that is sufficient for you. His grace that is lifting you. Come on, can I get a witness? I'm talking about that wondrous grace. I'm talking about the grace of God that lifted you up, that set you up your feet, that kept you on the solid ground for you to step on. Because God, He makes a way for you in the wilderness. He causes rivers to flow for you in the desert. He will make every mountain before you as a slayer, and He will exalt you. He will lift you up because of His grace. He said, I still love you. He said, I've got a plan for you. If you know He's got a plan for you, I want you to say, God gave me His grace. He gave you His grace and His mercy for you, to sustain you, to lift you, to heal you. He gave you His grace. He gave you the grace of God. I know you got the grace of God. God's grace is at work in you. It's lifting you. It's grace. Somebody is moving in it. Somebody is stepping in it. Somebody is walking in it. Somebody is talking in it. Somebody is dressed up in it, walking in it, moving in it. Grace for your past. Grace for your present. Grace for your future. Hey, I'm talking about that grace. Grace for you.
If it wasn't for your grace, where would I be?
Where would I be?
If it wasn't for your grace, where
I want
would
you to ask yourself this evening, if it wasn't.
for your grace, where would
I don't think you understand me right
If it
now.
wasn't for your grace, where would I
Sopranos, I want you to tell them.
If it wasn't for your grace, where would I
I don't think they know it
If it
yet.
wasn't for your grace, where would I
Hey, Autos, I think they want to hear you say
If
it.
it wasn't for your grace, where would I
Do you know about the special?
If it wasn't for your grace, where would
Autos,
I
brothers, I want you to say it.
Wasn't for your grace, where would
Do
I
you know about the grace of God? Hey, everybody, I want you to sing it right now.
If it wasn't for your grace, where would I
Talk about His grace.
If it wasn't for your grace, where would I
Grace. Look at your life. Look at where He brought you from. Look at where He's taking you to. Look. I want you to look. Tell your neighbor, look. Look. Look at God's amazing grace. Oh, where would I be if not for the grace of God? Lift up your hands right now. If you know that you could be nothing without the grace of God, where would I be if not for your grace? I want you for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. If you are grateful for His grace, say something to Jesus. Say thank you for your grace. I can't hear you. Say thank you for your grace. Thank you for your grace. We are grateful, Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Word Assembly, raising leaders.